Hi, friends. How are you? Welcome to my favorite day of the week. It's the day of the week that I get to show up, that I get to talk to you, and have some fun. It is time for Ask Me Anything, where every week I show up, I field your questions, I give my responses, and then we leave plenty of time for live Q&A. So let's hop in and let's get this party started. Okay, we're going to go into Frankie. What's your relationship like with your videographer? How do you guys launch your videos, plan them out? As a filmmaker myself, I'm so curious how you plan your content and collaborate. Thanks, Jasmine. And that was voted. That was upvoted 3 times. So the way that we choose our questions for Ask Me Anything are people vote on them. Every Tuesday, we put a call out for questions. I go live on Wednesday. We then also put this video up on Facebook and people ask questions. I said Facebook. We go live on Facebook. We post it onto YouTube. People ask questions. We give answers. That is what we're here for. So going back to Frankie's question about how we collaborate with videographers. So let's just say you are in the position to either make videos yourself or collaborate with a videographer. I have come to know and believe that you are the visionary of your business. This means that until you can find a team that can collaborate in equal capacity as you, then you will be taking the lead for most of this. I started creating videos on YouTube back like in 2009. I didn't know what I was doing. I literally just turned on a camera. I had no mic. I had no lights. I had no editing. I just turned on a camera and started talking to the camera. I was terrible. But like with most things in life and in business, what is this doing here? I was recording podcasts earlier and I realized I'm not using this mic. Hang on. I'm just using my computer mic. People are like, what's your setup? I'm like, my laptop. Okay. So you are the visionary of your business, which means that you have to take all of the control. So when I was making videos on my own and I was editing on my own, I was writing on my own, I was doing all this stuff on my own. And guess what? That still remains the case till today. Last week, I spoke at an event in Nashville and I wanted a videographer to document the event. But because I am the visionary, I found a videographer who I think is going to do a fantastic job, but I can't expect her to get into my head. So I work with my teammate and I give very specific directions to a videographer. I met this videographer. I found this videographer on Instagram. I was like, hey, are you available this date? She said, yeah. I was like, great. We couldn't get an opportunity to talk. So then we just sent her very specific instructions, notes from Jasmine, purpose of the video, important cinematic notes, location, time, breakdown, contact information, all those other things. Like I was literally sending her when you edit, like when you're shooting it, I want 3 vantage points from here, here, and here, because it was like a really big event. So I wanted to show that it was big. I was like at 0.3 seconds as you edit the video, I need to make sure that there's a hook. At 0.58 seconds, I need to make sure that there's a cliffhanger so people will actually click on the see more in the video. I told her exactly what I wanted. When I work with my local videographer here in California, I map out everything I need. It is literally like the B-roll, and B-roll is like behind the scenes, like stuff that you see movement. I literally take full control of the project. I hope that one day I do not have to take full control of my video projects, but for right now, for the past 13 years, I've done everything. Now, I'm just thankful that I don't have to edit my videos. I hired somebody to edit them, but still like the content creation, the ideology, the storyline, the B-roll, that's still coming from yours truly, so I encourage you to do the same. Mike Stapleton, this was upvoted 4 times. How do you find clients? Okay, so here's the thing. When you ask me a broad question, you are going to get a very broad answer. When people ask very specific questions, they get a very specific answer. So how do you find clients is kind of sort of like asking, Jasmine, how do you get to New York City from California? There's like a million ways to get across the United States. There's like literally thousands of highways. There's multiple air carriers. If I wanted to take the really long way, I could take a boat. I mean, a train. There's a ton of ways for us to get there. So when Mike asked, how do you get clients? I thought to myself, how can I give a really valuable answer? Because it's something that most people want to hear, but I don't know what industry he's in and I don't know the things that he's doing. So, okay, my answer has come in this way. Content leads to customers. That's just real talk. Is Mike asked, how do I get customers? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me go back. I want to show Mike's question because this is a chat Mahide. How do you find customers? Mike, I believe that customers find you. So how do they find you? Content. It could be content on a blog post that somebody's searching for in Google and they come across your blog. Somebody could be randomly listening to a podcast and they can hear your content. Somebody can be watching a video on YouTube and they can come across their YouTube video. Somebody be on Facebook and then a random live pops up. Somebody be on Instagram and they see an IGTV that their friend had previously engaged with. That what has positioned me as an authority, as a business strategist and photographer is not because I'm really good at photography. It's not because I'm really savvy with my Instagram strategies. Nobody's paying me to speak on stages of 3,000 people because I'm cute or funny. Every key that has ever unlocked a door that was never opened or intended for me only became way of content. That's it. If your business isn't growing, it's because you're not putting enough content out. And when I mean content, I do not mean like sales pitches, like hire me, I'm a great photographer. Hire me, I won this award from a photography agency and organization you've never heard of. Hire me because I have 10,000 followers. Who gives a rip? Who cares? Who cares about your awards? Who cares about your followers? Who cares about the tools that you use? I'm being real with you. As like your homegirl, I'm doing you a solid and spitting truth here. Nobody cares about your awards. Nobody cares how many followers you have. You want to know what they care about? How you help them. That's it. You are either alleviating a pain or you're giving pleasure. Pleasure by way of escapism, by education, by empowerment, by inspiration, by humor. Your content, 90% of your content should be, I am helping alleviate pain in your life. Like you have like really rotten kids and you don't know how to discipline them. I'm going to share tips on how to do that. You struggle with overeating. I'm going to talk to you about tips and tricks to stop overeating and meal planning. Or it should be around pleasure. I'm really funny and you want to watch me do my thing. It should be about escapism. Here I am in my travel blog going to places that you want to go. Your content should be alleviate pain or exemplify pleasure. Exemplify, not the right word. Exonerate, not the right word. What it means, it's like an X word. Expand, we'll go with expand. It should be expand pleasure. How do you get clients? You create content that empowers them, helps them, or diminishes fear. That's just it. Okay. Let's make sure that you guys know you can ask questions. So please be sure to ask questions. Maggie asked, I'm in the middle of creating a membership program. When do you know when your audience is engaged to put it out? Well, Maggie, the answer is you don't really know. But general rule of thumb, that 2% of your audience will buy what you're selling. So if you have 1,000 people on Facebook and Instagram and on your newsletter list, let's just say you have 300, and 400, right? That's 1,000 people. If you hit them all of them at the same time with an invitation to your membership site, 20 people of the 1,000 will maybe join. That's like an industry rule of thumb. That's not always the case, but it's a really good barometer. So if you're like, whoa, Jasmine, I need more than 20 people to join like my membership, then it's probably time for you to wait, cultivate your audience, and then double dip. Okay, so like always, if you have questions, be sure to leave them here. Nancy says, will you have a prep kit or any tools for social curators to start 2020 year awesome, like a planner or something like it to plan ahead as much as possible? Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I am the founder of Social Curator. It is a monthly social media membership, and we empower our business owners to show up. Nancy is like, yo, girl, I'm a part of your group. What are we going to do in 2020? And I have to tell you, I know I'm not supposed to say anything because it's way too early, but I am. 2020 vision for your 2020, how to grow your business to the next level without losing time or sanity. It's October. I'm already building out a free masterclass that we're going to put out in 2020. So keep your eyes peeled. No, I am not pitching it right now. No, I'm not telling you to sign up. I'm just literally telling you, it's October and I'm already planning for January. We are going to have a freaking amazing New Year's masterclass. This is going to walk you through my 3 pillars of growth. Like, how do I grow year after year? I've been an entrepreneur 13 years, and every single year it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Not because I'm special, not because I'm cute, not because I'm witty or smart or rich or fabulous. None of those things. My business gets bigger every single year because I follow my same 3-part growth structure. And the best thing is that members of Social Curator are going to be going through the exact same thing. It is going to be a year-long accountability to growing your business with a proven foundation to build your brand and market it on social media. Because what we did in Social Curator in the past is we gave you all the tools to succeed. We gave you photos. We gave you caption templates. We gave you Instagram marketing plans. And people are like, wee! But they're like, wait a minute, Jasmine, I really need to get my business structure right so then I can market it on social media. And I was like, what? You're right. I never took the time to talk about my 3 pillars of success. So what we're going to do is once a month, we're going to go through a module. It's like how to find your dream customers, how to build your niche, how to nail your messaging, how to customize your content. Y'all, I just can't even. Nancy, you better be ready, girl, because we straight gonna bring the heat in 2020. I should not have said it because I didn't even tell my team I was gonna announce it. Okay, so let's just keep it between us. Like, no lie. Okay. Christian Reyes, how are you able to focus when you have tons to do? My mom always told me that if you want something done, give it to a busy person. I tell you that my mom don't lie. I feel like the more I have to get done, the more productive I am because there's 0 time for dilly-dallying. Do not ask me what's going on Bachelor in Paradise. I have no idea. Do not ask me what like the hottest new movie is. I have no idea. Do not ask me for any pop culture references. I don't even know what Ariana Grande is. She still cool? I don't even know. I am so into building my business, not for building a business. I am so into standing in my purpose. My purpose is to empower small business owners to believe that impossibilities are actually possibilities in disguise if you know how to build a business. I am so into my freaking vision for the year that I ain't got time for trash. How do I focus when I have a lot to do? I make a list. Ooh, hey, Paige. So Paige is our brand ambassador. She's watching right now, and she's like a little party starter. Can you put a link in here, jasminestar.com/productivity? I literally have a productivity guide that I created for free because people are asking, how do you get so much done? Like for the first 12 years of my business, it was just me. I'm sorry, for the first 11 years, it was just me. And then over the past year and a half, we've started expanding a team. But let me tell you, if I can build a business by myself for 11 years, anybody can. Why? I'm a hot mess. That's just it. Like I did everything on my own and I plan out everything on Post-it notes and I cast a vision for the week. I cast a vision. Oh my God, y'all. Paige, can you also share jasminestarpodcast.com? I literally just did an episode. If you go to iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, Google, and you search Jasmine Star Show, you will come on my podcast. My podcast just this week, I literally walked people through how to plan an entire quarter. It's a lot of fun. I know it doesn't sound fun, but boy, oh boy, did we have fun. So how do you get a lot done? You plan for it. How do you get a lot done? You schedule it. How do you get a lot done? You don't have extracurricular activities that just waste your time. I don't watch TV. That's just it. I work out. I wake up at 4:30 every morning. I am asleep by 10 p.m. at night, and I get it done. That's it. I don't go grocery shopping. Do you guys know that I bought items? I grocery shop in 15 minutes, whereas before it was taking me 45 minutes or an hour, and I would go like twice a week. Now, bye. Productivity, y'all. Productivity. That was a little bit of a distraction, but you want to know what? This is how we roll. So shout out to all of you guys who are here. Rebecca Nash said that she listened to that podcast episode, so shout out and thank you, Paige, for dropping those links. Okay, let's get into Catherine. Catherine said, I'm not a social butterfly. I struggle to reach out beyond my page, so startup is going slow. Any suggestions on how to engage when you're an introvert like me? My safe place is behind the camera and on the phone. Okay, so I'm really into this question. And I'm really into this question because I am an introvert. Now, most people will not believe me. Most people see this version of me on my computer being like, oh my God, but that's not me. I'm an outgoing introvert. I am outgoing to get the things I want in life. If it were up to me, I would be sitting in sweatpants, not talking to anybody for days on end. My husband casually, not so casually, jokes that like if he wasn't around, I probably would not ever leave my house. I would order all my food on Uber Eats, all my groceries on Amazon Prime. I would order my books on Amazon, and I would never leave my house. So what people see is like this outgoing version of me, and they're like, Jasmine's an extrovert. No, I'm not. I have just learned that the thing I want will only come by way of me getting out in public and speaking about what it is that I do. And I have to tell you that the more you do something, the easier it gets. The first time you got on a bike, that was really hard. The first time you drove a car, that was hard. The first time you tried using words, that was hard. And then you did it again and again and again and again until it got easier. I will always be an introvert, but I refuse to let my introvert tendencies dictate my success in the future. Like just today, I taught a private masterclass on the inside of Social Curator. I had 2 business meetings. Then I went to a women in tech networking event. I came home. I recorded a podcast episode. It was a coaching. I come here on Facebook Live and I'm going. I am so exhausted. I'm tired of hearing my voice. I'm tired of hearing my thoughts. And you want to know what? All I remind myself is I am so grateful that I get to do this. And the only reason that I, as an introvert, get to do this is because I have to really dial in my outgoing tendencies to get where I want to go. That's it. So what is my advice to you? Get uncomfortable. Get real comfortable being uncomfortable, because that is the only state of growth. If you are not uncomfortable as you are growing your business, number 1, you're not growing, or number 2, you're not growing as fast as you can. That's just real talk. Okay, I just realized right now I have to give a shout out to Paige. I put on Facebook that I was going live at 4:30. I went live at 4. So I'm just keeping everybody on their toes. See, this is y'all, I'm a hot mess. See, this is what happens. I'm just like, go. But after I get off this call, I'm going to get off this call. I'm going to write some scripts for some videos because I'm driving to LA tomorrow to record them. Do I say this to sound like cute or, oh my God, I'm such an influencer? No. I say this because I got to do the work to show up, to serve you well so that you trust me. That's it. That is like real talk. Okay, so let's get into another, I think there was another live question. These questions are going so fun. Maggie, how far out do you plan in advance? Maggie, I would like to plan really far in advance. I would like to plan 3 days in advance. I am writing scripts right now. And Paige texted me before we got on this call. She's like, Jasmine, I'm going to help you in your shoot tomorrow, but like, what do I bring? Like a clipboard? Like, what am I doing? I was like, don't worry, I'll get you everything you need. Like, legitimately, I never want to give the impression that I got my trash together. I'm just a girl from the hood who's trying to take the little I have and make it into something more. Can I get an amen? Are you out there feeling like you ain't got enough time in your day? You got enough money in your bank account? Your team isn't big enough? And you wish you had a 4th arm. Heck, you wish you had a 3rd arm. Who has 3 arms? I don't know about you, but if you feel like me and you always feel like you're like, oh my God, I'm just barely treading water to keep up, you're not alone. And we have to realize that us trying to keep up is really the thing that is setting us so far ahead of the curve. Because people look at me and be like, God, Jasmine, you're doing so much. And I was like, I barely feel like I'm feeling alive. I feel like I'm dying some days. And I'm happy. If you are spinning your top and you're going crazy, but you're happy and you love it. Buck up, Buttercup. Welcome to the club. Legit. If you are spinning like a top and hating your life and frustrated and angry, I'm going to ask you to very carefully consider why you're doing what you do. So for those of you guys who are here, like Vanessa and Ayla and Jamie and Sammy, who can co-sign that we're crazy, but we love it. Amen. A to the man. We're going to get into a question from Wendy De La Rosa. I'm starting to get momentum on my side hustle, and now my full-time job is asking so much of me. I can't afford to quit because my husband is losing his job on Friday. I'm having a mental breakdown, feeling like I'm stuck knee deep. Now, I want to take a second, and Wendy, number one, I know that you're a member of Social Curator, so I am sending you love. And I am so sorry that you're going through like this time in your life. But I don't say like, I'm so sorry, I feel bad for you. I say, I'm so sorry you're bummed, but everything that is happening at this moment is so far bigger than you. And I have to tell you something that I tell myself again and again when I get hit with some really bad news. It is not happening to you. It is happening for you. Wendy, I don't know why your husband is losing his job, and I don't know why it's happening right now. I don't know why you're saying, Jasmine, I finally got momentum, but I'm burning the wick at both ends, and this is too much for me. Wendy, I want you to hear me out real quick. Take care of the things that are the most important. Number one, that's you, your sanity, your well-being, your soul. And number two, that's to be a pillar of support for your husband because he's probably going through some inner trash right now. Your business is third in line. If you have a family, your family's third in line. And then after that, it's your business. Your list of priorities. And I know, Wendy, you don't want to hear me tell you this. You don't want to hear me tell you, Wendy, you got to slow your roll. You don't want to hear me tell you, Wendy, I'm really glad you got that momentum, but girl, it's time to put on the brakes and get your house in order. Because I don't want you losing the things that are most important for you to losing it to something that feels what's important right now. And I know what feels really important right now is your business. But what is most important to you now and into the future? That's your family. That's your life partner. And I know that you are feeling loss, like the loss of momentum or the loss of your business capacity. And I want to say, I know how that feels, and I'm sorry, but I'm also going to be very honest and let you know, if you have built momentum once, you can do it again, and you can do it even quicker than ever before. That is what I want to tell you. If you have built your momentum once, you can do it again. But everything you learned building up to that momentum, those are all lessons. So the next time when you bounce back, when you take a step back and you take care of your house, and you take care of keeping your eyes in line, and when you take care of paying your mortgage and keeping your lights on and putting groceries, when you take care of your hurting husband and your children who are scared, you take care of that. And when everybody's back on their feet, because they will get back on their feet, that's life, boo-boo. We get knocked down and we get back up. When your family gets back on your feet, it's time for Wendy to do her thing. You did it before, and you're going to do it again. This is not happening to you. This is happening for you. God, life, the universe is saying, Wendy, we're going to knock you down, and we're going to see what you do with this. We're going to see if you stay down and burn, or we're going to see if you rise up from the ashes like the phoenix that you are. That's just real talk. I am bummed that you're hurt. I am bummed for your husband. I am bummed for the fragility of your situation. But you want to know what I'm happy for? I'm happy for the future version of Wendy that comes up and says, I made it through. I built it once before, and I will build it again. That's just it. That's just it. Y'all, I go live every week. I answer questions. I show up for you in the best way I know how. If you guys have idea for future content, if you guys want to see videos from me, please let me know. We're always thirsty for ideas. What do you want to see? We're here to serve you. What do you want to hear from on the podcast? I'm here to serve you. Everything I do is to empower you to believe that your impossible dream, whatever it is, to start a dog kennel, to start a charitable organization, to build a jewelry line, to sell essential oils, whatever you think is impossible, you're like, who am I to do that? I believe in you. My job is to convince you that you know you can do the thing that you want to do. So if you allow me that privilege, let me know what you would like to see. Let me know what you would like to know. We will create the content for you. Why? My objective is to make you know me, like me, and trust me. When you do those three things with me, I have served you well, and that's exactly what I want. I hope you guys have a great and wonderful and fan-freaking-tastic day. If you guys would like to see behind the scenes of our video shoot and photo shoot tomorrow, follow me on Instagram at Jasmine Star. I will be posting stories and bringing you guys along the journey to show you how we make it all come to life. Have a good one, guys. Much love.